Greetings, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and welcome to your February end of month reading. I trust that you have been doing well. Before we go ahead and get started, I did want to mention a few things regarding the energies. So please note that this is a general reading for those who resonate with the sign of Aries, meaning this message may not resonate with every Aries out there. If this is not your story, please do not try to make it fit. Tarot is energy work, so we want to ensure that we're using it responsibly and maturely. And so we give forth great love and honoring. Let's go ahead and begin your reading. All right, Aries, so this time around, we're going to go ahead and start with some cards from the House of Night Oracle deck. So let's take a look and see what we have for you. We'll get one for you and we'll get one for your person. So please give me one card for my Aries, thank you. So we have love, okay, number 10. So Aries, definitely love is at the center and forefront for you in this time, okay, or this upcoming time. Overall, you know, it looks as though there's something or someone that you have very close to your heart, okay? So let's see here. Maybe some of you have gone on a Valentine's date or something like that, because that box does look very much like a box of chocolates or candies, or some of you could even be receiving a late Valentine's Day gift, okay? We also have number 32, self-worth, okay? Oh, interesting. She's holding a heart again against her chest. So some of you might be receiving like a heart-shaped box, or there's something about a heart-shaped box. Maybe that's how somebody feels with you, or they, you know, you feel as though somebody has your heart, okay? They're holding on to it. Interesting. Okay. So we also have High Priestess of Spirit on the bottom. So very similar to the major arcana of the High Priestess. This does speak to a level of something being hidden or unknown. So maybe there is something that you or somebody else is holding very dear to their heart, Aries, okay? So we'll take a deeper look into what this can be. And behind it is the warrior. So this could be on behalf of this warrior energy, Aries, this person who may choose to hold up a very tough exterior. Oh, wow. And behind that is lust. So, you know, 2 + 4 = 6, which is sex, okay, in terms of even geometrics and things like that. But either way, you know, there could be somebody who's holding some very lusty, passionate, steamy, hot desires for you, but they have them held very close to their heart, okay? So we'll definitely take a deeper look as to what this is all about, Aries. I always feel like you have so many opportunities around you, okay? So let's go ahead. I'm gonna get another card from the Fairy Force Oracle. We'll get a deeper look. So please give me one card for my Aries. What must Aries know at this time? So we have 1, cunning woman, silent, observant, and willing. I love this card because this speaks to being cunning like a fox, okay? Watching and observing before taking your next step, and taking your next steps very carefully and very consciously because you have an intended goal in mind. Okay, so this could be how somebody's observing you, or you're being told that when interacting with people, be more observant because maybe there's somebody who's holding back, but they're still giving signs, okay? And it's just a matter of if you can recognize it or not. Interesting, interesting. All right, so thank you. We have number 41, gift. Oh, sorry, Alwyn, gift, divine, inspiration, and awakening. So this is where I feel this person sees you. Aries, this person can like you, like seeing you, or they have seen you all dressed up, you know, with red lips and even like makeup on, and that's something that they just love. Like you may dress a certain way, or there's just some sort of unique quality about you, about your style, about your personality that just draws this person into you, and they hold you dear to their heart, okay? And on the bottom, we have the Yule Singer, number 36, okay? Rebirth, feasting, and joy, okay? So maybe you met this person around a holiday, or you will be meeting them on holiday or around a holiday season, okay? Something of this nature. But yeah, let's see here. So I'm going to continue. I'm going to get some cards now here for the feminine or your side of things, Aries. However, if you do feel that the roles must be reversed, then please do so, as you do know your own story best. So please give me one card for Aries. What must Aries know at this time? All right, so we have the Five of Wands, Aries, okay? This is speaking to potentially having competition. Some of you could have multiple suitors, multiple people competing for your time, for your energy, for a shot at your heart, okay? And this is why you're being told to observe. Take a step back at this time, perhaps even withdraw your energy even just a little bit, and you'll be surprised at how much that might reveal to you. At this time, focus on listening rather than speaking or needing to be heard or to be seen. Through the position of observation, we actually gain the greatest knowledge, right? So there's a time to speak and there's a time to listen. And right now you're very much being told to listen because there's a lot going on that's asking for your time and your energy. Okay. So please thank you. So we have the King of Swords and we do have the Nine of Cups, okay? This King of Swords, I feel, is this warrior that we had coming through here, okay? That is holding back, okay? Whoever this individual is, they're wearing a mask to some degree, Aries. They are not revealing their full feelings to you because for whatever reason, this person likes to sit in a place where they feel disciplined and they feel in control of their reality, and something about the lust and the desire that they have for you makes them feel as though they are not in control, and so they choose to then sit in this stoic, distant, aloof type of energy where you really have no idea how this person truly feels about you, okay? And I feel that you are choosing to feel fulfilled and love within yourself and be satisfied and content with what you already do have, okay? But the Nine of Cups is always missing that final cup, which makes it the 10, right? And we have love here, 10. So it's almost like there might feel as though there's something missing where you're overall satisfied with your life. I do see that you're busy, Aries. There's a lot going on. There's a lot asking for your time and energy again, whether it's relationships, people, the work that you do, your friendships, etc. And so you're often invested in that. But there is this component that seems to almost feel as though it's missing, and it's like that final cup, that final one, right? Cunning woman, number 1. So let's see here. Interesting. So we have the Nine of Pentacles, okay? Aries, focus your energy inwards and towards yourself, okay? Eat well, sleep well, and take care of yourself and be replenished, okay? With the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles showing up here, you can have all that you want. It's just a matter of if you allow yourself to have it. If you choose to be happy now rather than later, right? And realize all of the gifts that you already do possess, because we did have Awen, right? Gift, divine inspiration, and awakening, okay? The awakening is realizing that the gift is right now. The gift is life as it is, okay? And we also have the Devil here, okay? So I will say that for some of you, there could be some sort of inner turmoil with some sort of devil energy, and this can be a whole variety of different things, whether it is overindulgence with eating, with sex, with drugs, with alcohol abuse, anything like this. It can be, you know, just indulgent behavior where maybe you just impulsively do something that you know doesn't serve you, you know doesn't bring you any joy in the long run, right? It could be something that gives you gratification now, but in the long run, it actually ends up draining you and hurting you more than anything. Okay, so there may be a power struggle, and this could even come up when you are in the influence of certain people. And with this Nine of Pentacles here, okay, I see what's happening. I see it clearly now. Aries, for some of you, you have outgrown the people that you are surrounded with, or somebody that you're surrounded with. It could be a particular person, this King of Swords, which is an air sign. It could be Libra, Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, or it does not have to be, but there could be this type of energy of somebody that essentially, or a group of people that you yourself may have transcended, right? Because the King of Swords is somebody who has transcended, right? His throne has the butterflies here indicating that metamorphosis. Okay, so this means that there has been a transition that's taken place for him, and that's what's earned him his throne. Also, the King of Swords has no limit to his throne because his potential is limitless. So some of you are actually now coming into the full realization and the full recognition of your potential. Okay, this love that you're experiencing could be you falling in love with yourself more than anything, right? And on the bottom here, we have the Two of Wands. Okay, Aries, so some of you are looking on broader horizons. You're looking towards expansion and moving forward and just being very future forward and focused overall. And with that little cell phone in her hand, it's indicating that you have the tools necessary to create a plan or a strategy to get you from one place to the next, wherever you see your life going. Okay. And yeah, the Knight of Cups on this path, it might lead you into love. It might lead you into new adventures and opportunities, because the Knight of Cups is very much that fairy tale knight. He comes striding on his white valiant horse, right, to save the day or take you somewhere exciting. And essentially, this can be in the form of a person, or it can be in an opportunity that you manifest for yourself, okay? A creative endeavor that you choose to go for. Some of you, you are walking right into the open arms of a King of Cups, okay? Somebody who is very emotionally balanced and available. Somebody who is able to hold true to themselves despite whatever turmoil might be taking place around them. Okay, and there's a Knight of Wands here, so this is an inconsistent energy. Okay, this is somebody who's in and out. This could be you, Aries, or this could be the type of energies that you're associating with. Before we go ahead and judge the Knight of Wands, because he does have a particular reputation, he or she, at the same time, if we attract a Knight of Wands energy to us, whether it is through ourselves or through an individual, it's still a reflection of something that is going on within us. So, you know, the Knight of Wands can be passionate and it could be fulfilling and bring a lot of, again, instant gratification, but it's an energy that is inconsistent because it's still in constant movement, right? So this could be something that you're outgrowing here. This could be the type of individual that you're outgrowing. Again, Aries, I feel like you're outgrowing the Knight of Wands, and you're finding, not only within yourself, but through the people and the love that you attract, the King of Cups, having that emotional stability and security. Okay, because I just feel this is kind of the energies that you're experiencing. There's also a lot of kings and knights here, so definitely, Aries, okay, you could be juggling multiple people, or just essentially have multiple options available to you, people coming in and out. It doesn't necessarily have to be just in terms of love, you know, it could just mean that you have a lot of people's energies in your life, you know, if you're really being considerate of it. So again, we always want to be responsible with tarot and look at it from a higher perspective, where again, I see this 5 of Wands here. These are like these night energies, these, you know, you can attract friends and people who are present or available only for a good time, but not essentially for a long time. As where, again, the King of Cups is somebody who is more realistic in terms of being emotionally available and consistent when necessary in his higher polarity. So you could be ending an era, ending a cycle, ending a way of thinking, a program, you know, a phase of your life here, Aries. And I feel like through this outgrowing process, it is going to be a little bit challenging because, you know, you do feel that sense of loss, where there may have been voids that were filled up with energies that didn't necessarily serve you, but they served you at the time, right, when it was necessary. But the thing is, with the Devil energy, it can't last forever. Eventually we have to unbound ourselves, and that's what's happening here, because behind it is the Fool, which I absolutely love. Okay, so this is showing you that you're recognizing that, you know, you don't need to surround yourself with anything that doesn't serve you or doesn't resonate with you or makes you feel isolated and outside in the cold. You have the ability to feel whole, right? The Fool is 0, and when you think about it, 0, it's a circle, right? It's a whole, right? So you're not feeling separate from yourself anymore, because that's really what the 5 of Pentacles is lack mentality. So I feel like you're going to unburden yourself really soon here, Aries, by accepting that you've outgrown a lot of people and circumstances in your life, and essentially now you're ready to move forward in a positive new direction, because you're definitely looking into new horizons here. Okay, so let's go ahead now and see what we have going on for the masculine, or just simply the person that you are dealing with or may be dealing with, Aries. Okay, so let's see here. Oops. So we'll see who or what you may be attracting in this energy, Aries. Okay, so we have the 6 of Cups. Okay, this does speak to reminiscing or, you know, childhood. Okay, so this could be a love that you have, or a relationship that you have with a long-term friend or partner, or you could just simply be reminiscing about simpler times. Okay, but there is some element here about self-worth, okay, that is being called to question here, because you're recognizing your own divine gifts. And so through that, your self-worth is going to increase, because you recognize your uniqueness and your skills and your abilities and your qualities that you need to express to the world. We have the Sun here. Okay, so some of you could be dealing with a Leo, but either way, this is indicating that your focus now, Aries, is on happiness, on security, on restoring balance and having equal give and take in your life as well. So for you, love to you is something that is very simple. It's equal give and take, right? It's not tit for tat. You don't have to constantly be battling. You don't want love to be a battlefield. Okay, so we have the 7 of Wands here as well. This is indicating that you or the individual that you may be dealing with, this could be on your person's end of things, Aries, where they're struggling or fighting or facing their own demons. Okay, this is essentially the 7 of Wands is a reality that this person has manifested or created from their own mind, from their own viewpoints, their own limitations, etc. And they created the situation or the circumstance that they now find themselves in, but they do have the ability and the advantage to get themselves out of that circumstance if they choose. The solution, or the trap door, the escape, the secret escape, if you will, from their problems is by going within, right, and actually facing these demons and you know, taking them on head first, right? They're strong enough to do it as well if they really do choose to do it. So please give me one more card here for my Aries. Okay, so we do have the 8 of Cups here. Okay, so this does speak to walking away from things that no longer serve you or fulfill you. I feel that overall, Aries, this is showing you that you're realizing that a lot of things in your life, though some of them good, though some of them, you know, neutral, and even some things you might experience or perceive to be bad or negative, whatever has happened or accumulated in your life up until now, it's almost like you're choosing to take it all off, unburden yourself from all of it, and just start fresh, start over again, realign your thoughts, and, you know, just move in a more certain direction, something that's more aligned with what you really do long for in this life. Okay, and you could also be making this transition very quietly as well, right? This person is leaving in the moonlight, indicating that they're leaving in the nighttime under the cover of darkness where they won't be seen, right? And so essentially it's almost like you're making an exit out of a certain phase of your life, but you're not making a huge deal out of it, right? This is something that is very intimately emotionally for you and you only, okay? And you are going to be returning to a simpler time in life. You're going to be feeling more childlike and more at ease, okay? And we also have here the Chariot, okay? So some of you could definitely be dealing with a Cancer, or that will be the individual that is to come for you, Aries, because we had the King of Cups here earlier. So essentially, I feel like you are taking ownership, but I also see that there's something here about action, okay? Action towards the Queen of Pentacles. And right now, where you are at, Aries, is you are the Queen of Pentacles in the making, right? You are tending to your own garden, or this is what you're going to be choosing to do. It's almost like you do have this decision, right? The decision that you have to make with the Two of Wands, because that's what it speaks to, is between the devil and between yourself, okay? Between your temptations, your desires, your habits, or, you know, even this can just be low vibrational ways of being, whether it's judgment of yourself or others, doubt, worry, fear, anxiety, hatred, envy, jealousy, all of it. That it could be the decision to dwell in that state, or the decision to dwell in an abundance mindset where you recognize that you are the divine gift. Your life is especially tailored and detailed to every last aspect for you. And when you start to come into realization of these details and have appreciation for these details, this is how you start to manifest more of these gifts. You realize that it's all been coming from you all along, okay? So I do see that you're making the greater decision here, Aries, to tend to your own garden. And what ends up happening is that while you're busy tending away to your own garden, somebody notices you. Somebody notices this uniqueness about you. That peacock in the background, a peacock is such an elegant, gorgeous creature, right? It's very unique, and peacock feathers are extremely valuable, especially authentic ones. And the more colorful and detailed that it is, the more value it has, the more beauty it has, etc. So this is just really showing to you that the more that you recognize your uniqueness and you really invest your time in becoming that self-made individual, somebody recognizes this about you, right? They recognize your authenticity, and that's what draws them into you. And not just one person, but I feel in general, that's your gift, Aries, okay? And on the bottom here, we have the Queen of Cups, okay? So like I said, there's like that one final cup that's missing from your 10 of Cups, it may feel like, to some degree, that Ace of Cups, that true love. And this could be somebody coming in towards you, Aries, to offer this, okay? But we will definitely see more as to who or what this can be. I'll get some more cards to clarify, okay? So let's go ahead now and see. I'm going to use some cards from the Wizard, or you know what? We do have love here, and we must see. So who or what is this love that Aries is dealing with, or maybe dealing with? Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Aries, there's something where you do need to call back your power. You do need to cut the cords with something or someone, Okay, this is the time you have to take back ownership and again recognize your uniqueness. Do you see how there's a freaking unicorn locked up in a cage, Aries? This is for someone out there that you are being bound and you have the full ability to get out of your circumstance. So you need to do it, because not only are you dishonoring yourself by not expressing your gifts and being all that you can be, but you also do the world a great disservice as well from neglecting your divine gifts. Okay, so this is the time to free yourself. This final full moon is all about making those final adjustments before we begin the next cycle. So you need to free yourself from circumstances, situations, people, places that are no longer serving you, right? With the Eight of Cups here, you honor those things. It's not that we have hatred or regret or whatever around these things. We give thanks and we realize that they served our soul at one time. They may have once fulfilled us. They may have once given us a sense of direction, or it was something that we identified with that helped our growth. Okay, but now it's time for you to let these things go and move forward, because they no longer align with you, and you intuitively will know whatever these things are, Aries, because when you do whatever this is that gives you instant gratification, you almost immediately feel drained of your energy after. You don't feel yourself. You feel distorted. You feel lack. You feel, that there's that your energy is stagnant and that you don't feel the desire to try as hard, right? So the Chariot is all about mastery, right? Because the Emperor or the Empress is the one who sits in the driver's seat or on the throne of the Chariot and steers it forward. 7, which is the Chariot, Major Arcana, this speaks to the body. So you are taking ownership of the body and steering yourself forward. And this is harder than it may seem for some people, right? You have to free yourself by unlocking both the body and the mind. That's what the two sphinxes talk about. The conscious, the subconscious, or the body and the mind, okay? And realizing that you are neither, but greater than both, and therefore you ride the chariot and you steer your life forward, okay? So let's get another card here for my Aries. Some of you are increasing tremendously in self-worth. You're experiencing all this love for yourself. It's almost like you're opening up this box. It's like as if you have received like a box of chocolates, but really this is just the self-love that you were missing for yourself. Okay, so we have let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. So I feel that that is what you are doing here. You are allowing yourself to naturally move forward, and you are not forcing anything anymore. You're not forcing relationships. You're not forcing friendships. You're not forcing circumstances. You are allowing in what flows naturally, because again, you don't feel that life or love should be a battlefield. You recognize that it is your divine right and your divine gift of life to be happy. Okay, so this is so beautiful, Aries. Okay, there's a deep awakening taking place here. This is a gift in itself. We also have love yourself first. Again, we have love yourself first and self-worth. And the card literally says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Okay, self-respect comes in the form of taking care of ourselves, taking care of our body, taking care of our mind, meditating, grounding, cleaning our space, keeping our environment clean and organized and beautiful. This is all that Virgo energy that we're going to be seeing coming through on the full moon. So some of you are really going to feel a boost of inspiration to really indulge in self-care coming up here. And through this is going to increase your vibration, therefore attracting so much abundance towards you, so much wishes will seem as though they're being fulfilled for you, all through you unlocking your mind and setting yourself free from programming and relationships and just old things that must be cleared away in order to start new. Okay, and on the bottom we do have engagement. Your love life is ascending to higher levels of commitment. I do feel that this is what's taking place with this King of Cups. Again, it does not have to be a water sign, it could be anybody, but overall this is just showing, I feel that there's a person who is going to be offering you love, Aries, and they have a lot to offer in terms of emotion. They're very emotionally available. They know how to communicate. They know how to understand feelings and be compassionate and understanding. So this is a very loving and sincere type of energy, okay? And I think this is coming after a time where you may have given your energies to things that at one time may have given you gratification again, but they just simply do not resonate with who you are anymore, okay? Not to say that you can't have those things, but I just feel that you are coming to a greater sense of maturity where you're recognizing what's actually valuable to you, Aries, okay? So finally, we will close out this reading. I'm going to get one card from the I believe this is called Work Your Own Magic deck, okay? Believe in your own magic deck, okay? The Oracle. I love it. So please give me one card for my Aries. All right. So we have Clover, 21. Release your guilt. Yes, Aries. So if you do have any sort of programming, mental programming, based off of things that you have done or experienced, or you know that you may have associated yourself with, etc., now it's time to release it up and to sacrifice it up to the universe, to allow those energies that you've held so deep within inside of yourself for so long, to allow them to be let up and given up and regenerated and transmuted and freed, essentially. Any guilt, shame, anxiety, doubt, fear, worry that we feel inside, we're actually harvesting it within us. We're harboring it within us. And if we don't let it out, that's actually causing the energy to be stagnant. So this is something that we are doing to ourselves, and now is the time for you to let it up and let it become free. 2 + 1 = 3, which again is Jupiter, or Jupiterian energy. So Jupiter is the great benefic of the solar system. It is the savior. It is wish fulfillment and miracles and good fortune. So it looks like when you allow yourself and you to be free to dream, and you allow yourself to be free to open your heart to the possibility of anything that you want to happen to be possible, then that's when good luck starts to come in, because you've opened and you've cleared the space within you for it to happen. If you fill up all your mental space and all your emotional space with, again, these low vibrational energies and habits and whatever it may be, then you don't leave room for opportunities. So this is a time for you to recognize your self-worth and also to release any guilt you may feel. Some of you may have to make a decision as well, which is going to cause you to have to walk away and leave a lot of people or things behind, okay? Some of you could even be considering moving, okay? But it is also a matter of your self-worth, okay? But I will go ahead and finally read this card before we close out this reading for you, Aries. Okay, so it says, you've been carrying the burden of guilt on your shoulders for far too long. It's now negatively impacting all facets of your life and making it impossible to function. You've come to a crossroads where you need to choose a direction. Go ahead and make your reparations, or release yourself from the cage you've built around yourself. Hint, sometimes the first load leads back around to the second. That's what I'm saying, that cage around yourself. It's almost like you need to burn that cage down, okay? It's almost like purification through fire. Purification through fire means the use of your willpower, taking charge and taking ownership of your life. Again, being the master, being the chariot energy and driving and steering your chariot, your body and your mind, steering it forward through your willpower, okay? So this is going to be a time of great self-worth and self-recognition, self-love, and just overall activation for you, Aries. So just, you know, have thanks, because again, this awakening is a gift within itself, okay? So that's what I have for you, Aries. I really do hope that it helped and that it resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and do share this video with any Aries out there that you feel might be helped by it or that would resonate with it. And until I see you all again, I am wishing you the greatest of love and healing in the universe. Until next time, my friends.